China, 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 what's up, China, what's up, China, what's up, China, what's up. A person says, yo, what's up with you, yo? I was just looking at, you would have said Tony Danza, or you would have said, I was just looking at Sylvester Stallone on television, but you know I'm mad tired. And when a person takes the form or tries to get to, in sequences of the form of myself, of a high star energy of myself plays, it makes me look real tired in real life. It's like I'm being drained. I never rented it out, but there's a place and a part of me and a place I have to travel to fully connect with myself a certain way. It's like some type of kinetic situation for me to really do certain things that I used to do, but I don't want to go certain routes because that part of the world where I'm thinking of is so sacred that I don't speak about. And the reason why I will know that is because of something that happened with China, something that happened with Asia, and something that happened with Athena. And the situation was sound in America because you ain't gonna believe that we're really in America and sound. I call the precise points to certain things. So, oh well, you know, nobody can blame me for certain things. It's like a person trying to drain me or wear me out, and they can't. But that that form of myself of Tony Danza and Sylvester Stallone is like a low star form, another lower star form of the physical that I am now, because I'm their real dad also. And even those spiritual energies can verify it for you, even in the star energy. That's sometimes why things are out there, and I leave it out there because things that could happen a certain way with me could be crazy, and those are real forces of myself and literal self, my literal self. I gotta really connect with myself to my higher force, but I don't want to get into certain things. And I'm the real dad, and I'm not in no spiritual form of another person, or you would think it's somebody that did something or loan or energy. No, this is the real Ralph Lane all the way through, and I'm known as energy. And there's other forms and higher forces of my starlight that forms all together, and then I'm a certain type of way. The reason why I rather stay as myself the way I am now instead of other points of my literal self, because I don't do what other people do. You know how some people put on energies and forces and play dress up a high intensity anatomy? That's all me still. But on levels I put barriers where it can't affect me a certain way, and I rather be of myself Orion at the time because I'm very more handsome than what a person think. But the reason why I look tired a certain type of way, even in reflection, because you gotta remember this is a filter. TikTok is a filter, so it's all me anyway. I'm just looking at myself, and I'm a remembrance of other things. And even as I speak in sequences, that it breaks down through the filter, even in TikTok, where I could read certain things of myself in the paradigm of things I accomplish in the paradigm of time, because I'm really glory. So things, interviews I had in the past in the paradigm of time, it links up with those precise sequences, just like the interviews of myself being I'm the real Bruce Lee. So it is all on my phone. It links up with my sequences at the time of myself, because this is of a reflection of oneself. And then if other people are using my cellular phone, it shows them their star chart of who they're connected to a certain type of way, but they can't get the force of myself. But it shows them like their tree, you know what I'm saying, if their family tree a certain way, but only if they're supposed to have the phone, or only if they're real purity and stuff like that. Like Hera be stealing water from me in the corner store. She running around trying to steal water, and then trying to live off the Asian empresses, and it might cause a bad sequence a certain way. and I keep getting warnings of that sequence in TikTok, and I'm not empowering that at all. So I'm letting TikTok know it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't show us certain things. It shouldn't show other lights and stuff, you know. And then I have a wife that was on TikTok that hit me up on a message that was in Minneapolis at a point in time. She wouldn't want Hara connected to her at all, and she's a llama politician chick a certain way. Very pretty. She got brown hair and different color eye. I mean, blonde hair and different color eyes, and that's her natural beauty. She wouldn't. If she finds out that Harriet, they probably trying to get to her to get her power. Hopefully, nothing happened to her. Last time I knew where she was in Minneapolis, and then they were going after her, but she made a move and stuff. And at the time when I was contacted by her, I was in Milwaukee because she knows I'm the real Melchizedek himself also because she used to be my wife. So when she realized when I was out there and they told her the other girls that I knew, they hit her up on the phone and she contacted me, and then I never got to see her at, not yet at least. I'm gonna run into her one day, but I didn't get to see her at the time. You know, I just spoke to her like and sent a message on my phone, and she sent me a message that me know she was thinking about me. So you know, hiring them is like Lugavos. So or something you call a lugawu, and that's in like in how can I say this, a Haitian language, because you know they hated Chang. You know, Chan's mother put a lot of them situations away in a paradigm, and he was forced to be around it a certain type of way. And it's like survival or training, probably why how his moms did it. But you know, you know, he gets away with certain things, and he wouldn't really, my sons wouldn't really reveal what you know the situation to you know their situation to people, but just every day, you know what I'm saying. And then when I'm looking at the certain things, the sequences in time, I covered those situations in the paradigm of time also as being Ralph Lane. And you know that it's like a drain. It's like it feels like a drain a certain way to my physics, but I'm the real Orion. But in the paradigm of time, I might have been, you know, because of that sequence come on, I would might have been handling something a certain way. So you look at my physical being like drained a certain way, but it's just that I'm really bouting, and I'm just actually sitting on the porch, but I'm really in a bout in a paradigm. So another person won't be able to tell, but that could cause a real injury. And then something happened earlier today. Like I told you, I went to the bathroom because another person tried to rip through the element in the middle of my block, and they weren't supposed to do construction. They changed the element, and the responsibility of that, it caused me to bleed out while I was taking a shit. So, you know, I gotta be careful. I ain't going to the doctor. I'm just gonna leave because I shouldn't be around savage people doing things and touching things they weren't supposed to and didn't have permission. So you know, I'm just gonna end up leaving. But uh, I'm telling you the truth. I'm really myself. This ain't no this is the real self, one's real self. It has nothing to do with like what other people do and dress up and wanna learn. They can't do that. I'm the overall of all space. They can't do something like that. And then me myself, I would never lie to myself. I'm always be true to myself all the way straight through. So you know, it's just I'm just here in a protective form of myself while I'm on social recovery. You know, even when I'm knowing this energy and everything, you see me doing certain things is my literal self all the way through. Or you would say point degree to 0% of all myself literally in live in the physical flesh right now at the time we in live in the physical flesh. It's just like the filter wants to know the truth, that's why I cover it with a shadow a certain type of way. It doesn't want to really reveal that I'm the real sun and I'm right here, you know what I'm saying. I'm chilling on the elements a certain way, so I'm precise on reflection, so the element I'm covering myself is gonna be pink, but I'm like the real sun, and I'm always have a protective force over me. You know what I'm saying, all the way through. But you would think some Dragon Ball. I don't get down with the origins. Is a difference with my physics. I'm the real individual. You know, like I'll just tell you the truth. It's really me. You know, I'm the real individual. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not